Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Where we left off last time, we almost died, actually. It was it was a tense moment with our ranger. So we're actually going to go back to the main storyline for a little bit until we recover a little bit more from our almost death. So we're going to go back to Twin Elms. We have some quests to do there. We have assassins at large. We have to ask around about... Oh, we have to go talk to the Amanath. Right. The Amanath. Let's go do that right now. Why not? It's a good enough group. Back to Hearthsong. We're not allowed to go anywhere else just yet because it's been disallowed. We also have to deal with some shopkeeper, as I recall. Let's go figure that out. I can't remember exactly who we were supposed to talk to. I'm sure we can quickly look it up, though. Or not look it up, but just check our journal. Let us see. It's not the Siege of Cragholt. That's suicide for us right now, at the mercy of the tribes. No, that's another one. Oh, wait. Searing Falls. We'll do that eventually. Grieving Mother. Memory. Nope. It might be a task. Hard bargain. There we go. Alarhi. Alarhi. Oh, a fellow of St. Waidwin is here. Well, let's take a quick peek. Oh, maybe he already left. He arrived and left in the same day. At least I'm not seeing anybody special. Alright, let's go to the market. Go faster. Oops, wrong button. There you go. Meow, super fast. Oh, that counts as stealing. Darn. Usually barrels on the street don't count as stealing, but apparently that one does. That one is claimed by an NPC or another. Not exactly sure who, but if we steal it, we will be in trouble. And I'm sure it's not worth whatever. And back to normal speed. Where's Alarhi? Mazden, Ewan, Renette, Derwin. I'm afraid there's nobody here by that name. That being said, let's take a quick peek. Maybe they have some good stuff. Nope. Wait.
Many
I think I might have missed something. Oops.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Club. Oh, right. We sold that ring. Why did we sell that ring? Because it was worthless, I think.
Many blessings, traveler.
Right. She has a weapon that's pretty good. Or she, yeah, he or she. The Star Collar is actually a pretty nice thing, too. But not what we're here for. Helmet of Dark Sea. 2 perception. It's actually a moderately good helmet. I'll ponder it. I'm gonna go buy that ring back, too. Oh. Welcome, Esther Moore. Or sorry, a young girl looks about the market with a disinterested gaze. As you near, she snaps her to attention and straightens her posture. Welcome, Esther Moore, she says with a curtsy. Alarhi's not here, so I'm running the shop while she's away. She glides her hands in front of the display cases of poultices and remedies. If you're looking for herbs, tinctures, oils, or ointments, then I've got everything you'll ever need. I'm looking for her. Where might I find her? She lives not far from here. The little girl points at the exit of the market. Climb up the stairs. At the top there's a circle of ruins. Do you know it? It's on the north side of Hearthsong. Anyway, her house is right there. Door faces those ruins. Sure, let me see your stuff too. Oh, just potions. We will be getting some serious potions later on in the game to fight some of the tougher bosses. Because it's super important. Give me my ring back. I don't know why I need it, but I want it just in case. It's a just in case item. You don't have anything. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa. What's this, sir? A supper plate. Retaliation is pretty good. Characters hitting me get 6 to 10 pierce damage. Accuracy versus deflection. But this has really terrible deflection. It's only got 12. Our shield's putting out how much exactly? 12 plus 8, so 20. It's like half the deflection. That helmet, though. So you don't wear helmets, you don't wear helmets. You do. Perception wouldn't really help. It'd give her a little bit more accuracy, I guess. He doesn't use helmets. She has perception +3, so it'd be worthless for her. She already has perception +2.
What is it?
So we don't need it as well. Alright. Leaving it there, then. The people who need perception already have perception that can use helmets. Alright, let's take a look around. Passage of the Six, Builder's Hearth, Glenfaden. Nope, it's one of the two. There's two that face the ruins. I hope you know you've made this difficult for me. Now I don't know which one to go into. Let's try this one. There are two that face the ruins though, so I guess we're gonna find out which one it is. There's a lot of people here.
Yes.
Alright. Just in case.
Yes.
Alarhi stands tall and proud, surrounded by Glenfaden warriors that study your every move. I expected Renato to employ someone on his behalf. I am surprised to see that it is you doing his bidding. She tilts her head to the side and blinks slowly. Does the presence of my armed entourage concern you? You are expecting a defenseless shopkeeper, am I right? Alarhi raises her dye-stained hand just as one of her guards begins to lurch forward. Stillness, she barks at her attendants. Give the Estermore a chance to speak. I'm here for Renato. I want to hear your side of the story. The first step of any sensible path, she muses, scratching her chin. Renato did purchase from me several bushels of Elard Gola, and for it he paid a high price, but he did so willingly, saying it was a bargain right as he handed me his copper. It was after our trade that the Valian spit his venom. Alarhi's voice grows angry. Renato accused me of trickery, of fraud, claiming I delivered withered likeness of Elard Gola and not the genuine root. Such nerve, for in truth he is beyond the help of Elard Gola. She holds a blue-dyed finger in the air before curling it down slowly, smiling as she does. Renato's old bow isn't firm enough for a full draw. No amount of Elard Gola will give him the spear of a young hunter. Oh, they're not actually talking about bows and arrows, guys. So he wanted some pleasure pills to make his wedding tackle stand at attention. It's not working. A fair deal was made, and now Renato objects, angry that his withered family plow is beyond herbal remedies. She shakes her head, her voice becoming a growl. I have never sold anyone a remedy I knew to be false. If Renato does not silence his slanderous tongue, we will do it for him. Well, I don't care about the Valiant. Maybe I can help you instead. She eyes you for a long moment. You would turn on him? She raises an eyebrow, smirking. Renato must vanish from our sacred city. He sows distrust and must be uprooted. If you wish to help, convince him to be elsewhere. But Glenfaden hospitality must be observed always. He is to be given a chance to leave on his feet before he bleeds on his back. Deliver, in our name, a warning. Tell Renato that if he does not leave, he will be accused of conspiring to pilfer Engwithan relics from our lands. He won't risk a trial by the councilmen of Amenfatha. Alarhi draws a small wooden cage from the folds of her robe. If you won't listen, tell him that his faulty member will end in a cage, just like this black beetle. Food for our birds. Alright, I'll deliver the message. Return to me when the Valiant has disappeared from Twin Elms. You know what? I don't really like the Valiant anyways. And I'd rather have the Glenfaden on our side, to be completely honest. They are a proud and very dangerous people, whereas the Valiant merchant is just a merchant. I mean, he'll have store stuff, which is good. But we have lots of access to stores. Yeah, we'll be okay. We got lots of access to stores. Plus there's Stalwart and there's the magic shop that opens up there in the White March Part 2. We have lots and lots of stuff. We can also make most of our own items if we need to. If we really, really need to, we can just buy rubies and stuff and build our own items. Alright, Renato.
Hail, traveler.
Renato smiles broadly, throws his arms in the air at your arrival. My friend, welcome back. Have you recovered my coin? How do you think the Glenfadens will react? Actually, Alarhi gave me this beetle in a cage for you. She says your problem would end in the same place if you continue your stay in Twin Elms. Ronaldo's face turns bright at the sight of the gift. Insufferable witch, she can shove that beetle in her fetid mating hole. Gesticulating with every word, spit flies from Renato's mouth as his voice grows louder. Her and her face-painting thugs will pay for this insult. He reaches out to strike the cage from your hands. I'm going to command him to stop. Your booming voice halts the Valian mid-swing. He backs away from you, for a moment terrified of your presence, but quickly regains his bravado and throws himself at you with renewed vigor. Madisho, the Valian merchant shouts at the top of his lungs. Savage, filthy animals, this damn city will burn. You hear a whistling sound from nearby. I'll kill you! Renato's voice gurgles mid-sentence. The tip of an arrow gleaming red protrudes from his throat. The merchant quivers in a quick spasm, flailing his arms. He drops to his knees, spurts of blood flowing down his chest. You look up and notice the Glenfathan archer approaching the scene. I too can shoot archers. It is not our custom to tolerate squabbles between Eltimar and the huntress begins to turn around, but her face lingers in your direction. The faint semblance of a smile crosses her lips. I'm sure you understand. Before you can reply, she walks away, moving with confident strides. Renato's arms twitch a final spasm as the merchant expires in a bloody crumpled heap. Sucks to be you, man. He had 1 copper to his name. Well, that was grim. We're still only cruel, aggressive 2 and 3. We need to get more aggressive, damn it. I thought that'd be pretty cruel. I mean, he had nothing, and we basically sentenced him to death. I thought it was kind of mean, but I guess maybe the game didn't. We will endeavor to become more cruel when it suits us, and more aggressive because we desperately need to, so we can get our defenses up. It's just so hard to be cruel sometimes. Like, there's cruel, and then there's just being a shit-eater. You are welcome into our hearth. What news do you bring? Renato won't trouble you anymore. He is dead. Dead? Alarhi's eyebrows raised. Her posture stiffens. I am not surprised, given his behavior thus far, but the death of a Valian merchant could bode poorly for trade. Reaching into her robe, she produces a small pouch. Still, the matter is settled, and Renato will no longer darken our market. Here is your payment for services rendered. Travel safely, Eltimar. Some experience. 1,200 copper, not bad. Stealing? Can't do stealing. Alright. So we finished that little quest, that little tidbit. Now let's go talk to the person. The big cheese, the kahuna. It's that time of day where we have to go to the Great Hall. What's our levels looking like, actually? Anybody even remotely close? Our rogue is sort of 3/4-ish of the way there, which is pretty cool. She'll get level 10 eventually. Did I sleep with Constitution? I did. Okay. I was wondering how she got above 100 hit points.
Just say the word.
Her Constitution is not very good. Almost as bad as her Resilience, which is equally terrible. And so we wait. We play the loading waiting game. Anybody here? Nope. Crows. You're not a person. Never mind. You're not real people like us. You're a backer character. Alright. Amanath Brawl. I think that was her name.
Another Eltimar.
Bethwell.
What do you want?
A middle-aged Orlan woman stands at the back of the longhouse, an expression of irritation on her narrow features. As you approach, she takes a decisive step towards you. I am looking for another who passed through the city.
You Eltimaran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Eltimaran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
She says as a scowl creases her round face. Has something happened recently? More than I care to think about.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Amanath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamthoth Shemak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
A vision of an Orlan man appears near Bethwell. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes that she does. Help me reason with them, he points behind you. Turning, you see the ghostly shapes of 5 other Amanfatha, another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. Who is the other Orlan? He looks just like you. A scowl creases her round face. Is this your idea of a joke? Your kind have no sense of subtlety. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. The angry Amenfath winces. War! The spectral Orlan's voice is a rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Fairwilt's warning. Does Fairwilt's warning mean anything to you? Fairwilt's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Amanfath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estramoran.
You'd better explain yourself.
The 2 attending tribesmen look from the Amanfaith to you, their swords, hands ready. Her slitted eyes narrow. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estramoran.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
She gasps as the last of Fairwilt's soul fades back into her. The tribesmen gape at you. She takes another step towards you. Yes, I am a watcher. She nods. That explains much.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamthoth of our tribe then. When the Estramoric farmers defiled the Builder's monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamthatha to patience. But louder, angrier voices prevailed.
She folds her clawed hands in front of her and gazes down at them.
Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the Builders as we do. He also believed the Builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
After 2 wars with the Deerwood, his warning is more relevant than ever.
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
She presses her mouth into a thin line. An image of a polished Audra cube flashes in your mind. There is writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Amanfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing at a pointed claw. So give... Sounds like you got your own problems. She looks at you sadly. Unfortunately, I do.
Another Estramor came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estramoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
That sounds like the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estramoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
Suspicion creeps back into her eyes, and she sighs. You see again the polished Adra cornerstone in your mind. This time the image is clearer. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door, while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
Bethwell stares at you, her tiny pointed teeth visible through her gaping mouth. I know.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elms Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
She runs her hands over her ears, thinking. In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. Okay, see you. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words and the ability to go more into your city, which means we can actually go do another quest. We can go warn that troop and then betray them, because why would we care about them? We can help the actually, you know what? I think we just get attacked there, as I recall. I don't think we have a choice in the matter. But we're at 21 minutes. Maybe we'll jump to another district, see if there's any shops. Go see if we can buy anything cool. And then we'll just head out. Oh, we can also go do the Sky Dragon thing. Yeah, we can go rest up top. Although we need some food to do that. You don't actually have to face the dragon to go up to the top, by the way. Or yeah. So to get the bow, you shouldn't need to face the dragon. The guard places his spear between you and the path that leads beyond the gates. Still, Estramore, the rest of the city is forbidden except by the order of one of the Amanath. Trespassing in Twin Elms is punishable by death. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with the Estramoran. Go, then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. Whatever, I'm not going to ruin your city. Let's go to Old Song. Yeah. Old Song time. Let's go see. Maybe we can go up to do the dragon thing. It would be nice to get the bow fully upgraded. It's not a terrible idea. That's Old Song Pass. Elms Reach District. This is the Temple to Hylia. How do I go up again? I think it's this way. Oh, damn. Oh, man, there are people on fire. That is no bueno. And is it Northwheel we need to go to? Yeah, I think it is. Alright, we're gonna have to be sort of careful in here. There are Glenfathens around, and we are not super appreciated exploring outside of the areas we were told to be in. So, if we can find our way up to the dragon nest, though, that would be kind of cool.
Easy does it.
We're gonna go nice and slow and careful in here. The tracks and bloodstains continue further east. It's a good thing. It's the way we want to go anyways. This spear, broken in half, has ornate Glenfathen etchings along the two halves of its shaft. The wet wood shows dense, stained with green with moss, probably from impacts against the river rocks. Somebody died while using that. We're gonna just carefully explore. Nice and easy. There's no rush. Rushing gets you killed, as I found out. There's a young bear over there. We're gonna let that bear go for now. I'm sure it's a lovely bear. We don't need to kill it for any reason. I can't remember exactly where the dragon pass is, but I think it's somewhere over in this direction. It's been a while. Oh, there's a dead dude. We'll get him later. All I have to do to get him is go along the riverbed up there. I think I need to go up top to get to the dragon. Where's the dragon on this side? I think the dragon's on the other side. Let's go. Okay, a little bit faster because we are going to take 7 years to get there.
I'll take a peek.
Hey, our west curtain wall finished. Nice. What's up next? Up next is our... Are both our walls done? Oh, cool. Library it is. Who are you? Swineth. Pass. You just chill out there. We're going up to the Hylia temple. Oh, there's fangs up here.
Tread carefully, Estramor.
An elven woman stands beside a stag, petting the great beast on its neck. As you approach, the animal jerks its head in your direction and rears up. Stillness, the woman orders the stag, pulling on the skin of the stag's neck until it ceases to buck. Easy now, no need to fight yet. She turns to face you. One ear's missing its top half, and many battle scars raise her otherwise smooth skin. More foreigners, more unclean feet trampling our lands, more blood to feed the trees. She shakes her head. You should not be here, Estramor. Her hand moves to one of the several blades strapped to her hips. If you are here in our lands, it's either to steal or aid those who would. She gestures to the north, at the ruins of an Engwithan building protruding from the underbrush. Dear wooden mercenaries, looters. Can you hear their panicked whispers? Leave this place at once, or we will kill you when we finish with these Estramoran. I am a friend of Irglen Fath. She holds her gaze on you. The great stag stomps its front hooves on the ground and turns to its master. Do you speak the truth, foreigner? If you are indeed friend, then you would respect our lands and not defile our sacred soil with your trespass. The woman clenches her jaw, its muscles quiver under pressure until suddenly her calm returns to her expression. If you have no bonds of kin or kith with the looters, I will give you a chance to prove it. She draws one of her swords, and with a swift arching motion points towards the ruins beyond. The invaders must be purged from our lands. Prove your worth, and we will believe your words. Tell me about them. Raiders, looters, same as all the other dear wooden thieves that pillage our lands. The woman touches the oblique stub to where her half of her ear used to be. We tracked the dear woodens from their first step beyond the great river and waited for them to err. They always do. We claimed half their pack with our first assault. The cowards that ran now huddle to the north. When the wind turns, you will smell their fear. If they surrender, will you let them live? What use have you for such softness? Their greed knows no bounds. Their memory holds no history. What use have we of prisoners? What example do we set to others by letting them live? She shakes her head. Why would we forgive again? Let's talk about something else. I'll see what I can do. The elven woman sheathes her sword and reaches to her stag. The animal lowers its head to meet the caresses of her hand, gentle, strong. We wait here to welcome you back as warrior and friend. And we are at half an hour, so that's going to be the end of our video. Where we're going to go next time? We're either going to kill these guys, or we're going to kill the mercenaries. I don't know which one yet. Haven't decided. I'll come to a conclusion shortly. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.